A lot of storms come in different forms. Some sneak up, some you can see that you can prepare for it, but it's the storms that you go through by yourself because you choose to, because you don't want anyone else, you don't want them to suffer.
Through the storms, it could be hard, it could be painful, you'll feel a lot of suffering, but just know that there is a purpose for it.
The storm is necessary. You need to go through the storm. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
When things get hard, how many of you guys question God?
Like sometimes you feel like, God, where are you? I'm asking for your help, but you're not doing anything for me. Toughest struggles is after the storm, when you're broken down and you're just like the boats right here, broken, debris, wrecked. You feel like there's nothing you can do.
That's the tough reality of it all, is that we tend to question God, especially in the toughest parts of the storm.
Although it may seem hard to see the good through all the bad, I just ask you, God, to remind us that we are loved and you will guide us for as long as we put our faith and trust into you.
In all of the pains that you feel and all of the sufferings, there is hope.
A storm is anything that occurs in our lives that makes or breaks our relationship with others and even God. These storms, they distract us and they blind us from what's in front of us, the finish line.
Sometimes we go through storms and it feels like back-to-back storms, and storms just keep happening and bad things just continue to happen constantly. And then all of a sudden, it turns into this uncontrollable giant hurricane that we feel like we have no control over.
You start to misunderstand the reason why God placed you in the storm.
Take the struggles, accept them. Because when you truly trust in God's plan, when you truly accept what He has for you, despite everything you go through, you will see the beauty in His plan.
Sure, we don't have control of the sea, of the weather and whatnot, but we can control on what we do, on how we accept it and how we go through the storm.
Let God be God and let that storm tear your wall down and accept it, because that's where God's gonna make things happen.
Once we can truly surrender and give everything up to God, we're able to be patient with Him and accept His plans for us. We're able to accept ourselves through all of our problems, all of our insecurities, all of our scars, all of our flaws. And it leads us to being healed through Christ, and it grants us peace.
Love is God.
God gifted us with a heartbeat so we can feel emotions, so we can feel love, and so we can give other people the same love that we have inside of us.
Every boat needs an anchor. You need Christ, especially in your storms. That's why you go through storms. For you to also realize that Christ has always and will always be the anchor of your soul in your storms. When you realize that, you see the goodness that God continues to do in your life.
You can see the light shining from the sky. You can see calm waters. You can see beauty. You turn around and everything you went through is all right there. But when you look forward, you get to see what the plan is, the beauty in God's design.
We find hope in each other, right? We fix each other. We connect each other to Jesus and Jesus to us.
You are the link for others. You are hope for others.
He loves us with a love that you can never find anywhere else.
And why did Jesus have to go through all of that? Through pain, through suffering, through the blood, the sweat, the tears, the beating that he took. He took all of that for you.
These storms happen, we forget that where we are is the perfect place to be better. That in the pain and in the suffering, in the storms, you get more than what you lost.
It is only through that brokenness that there's this beauty that can be found in it.
If we believe that God is in each and every one of us because we're made in his image and likeness, then the light that is God is also within us. And it is our job to bring light to this world. Now you might say, what is little old me going to do? How am I going to make a difference in this world with 7 billion people? What is this one little person going to do? How is my little light going to make a difference? But see, my little light and your little light and your little light and your little light and your little light comes together. It can illuminate the darkness.
Really, instead of questioning why things are happening and questioning what did I do wrong, question the how aspect of it. How can I better myself? How can I take all of this destruction, all of this chaos in my life and turn it into something so beautiful?
We don't realize that our struggles, our pain, our storms become hope.
When you have the faith to be able to say to your biggest storms, you know what? God got me. That's you allowing Jesus to be your anchor.
The reason why I continue to serve, the reason why I am here right now talking to you folks is because of you guys. You guys are all links in my chain.
I think of the lighthouse as heaven oftentimes, and if I'm the boat and Jesus is my anchor, how many people am I going to allow on my ship or allow to follow me so that I can lead them closer to him?
Jesus said in the gospel, I am the light of the world. Jesus also said, you are the light of the world. And that light is not meant to be hidden.
Don't just go to God and tell God how big your storm is. Tell your storm how big your God is.